rock that once provided 5,000 homes for the inhabitants of Galera. Today, they're home for just a fifth of that number, and many have been left to go to ruin. That is, until the locals realise these caves could provide a fantastic tourist attraction and unique places to live.
The last time some of these caves were lived in was 50 years ago. Once renovated, they're now providing relatively cheap housing.
And this is how it all started, a cave carved out from the side of the rock 200 to 300 years ago. It's going to take about 4 months to renovate this place, and cave developer Barry Jump's going to tell me more about it. So what kind of people are these developments attracting?
They're mainly British that are coming over, but and mainly for investment purposes, but they want to have a holiday home of a difference for when they come and visit. But meanwhile, they can rent the properties out and get a good return.
Mm-hmm. And are the Spanish still living in these caves?
Yeah, there's a few Spanish dotted around living in them all year round, but it's not usually the British that come and live in them permanently. Only one or two eccentric type of people.
Right. And what do you think is actually attracting them to the caves?
Well, they're absolutely unique. Every cave house is different.
And people are obviously moving inland.
Oh yeah, they're getting away from the coast resorts to come inland and mix amongst the Spanish in the way that they used to live many, many years ago.
So it's really, really very different, isn't
Oh,
it?
yeah, absolutely different. Yeah, incredible.
Peter and Claire have bought into the expensive end of the property market. However, if you're after the Andalusian lifestyle for less money, a cave house is a possible alternative.
If you're thinking of buying a cave of your own, it's going to set you back anywhere between 50 and 85,000 euros. It all depends on the number of bedrooms you choose. Now, this cave home is quite typical. It has 2 bedrooms, and whilst you might expect it to feel a little claustrophobic, thanks to some pretty high ceilings, it's really not too bad. But I think the best thing of all about these caves is they're all different, they're all unique and individual, so if you're looking for something special, this could be for you.
It's relatively easy to buy a property in Spain. Once you've discovered your dream place, you must then make an offer. If your offer is accepted, you must then sign a contract. At this stage, none of the parties can withdraw. Where Spain is unique, though, is that as the buyer, you don't need to pay for the services of a lawyer. The estate agent takes care of a large part of the legal process. It sounds good so far, but I couldn't help but wonder if life in a cave would start to get me down. I needed to talk to a modern-day troglodyte. Bill Hamilton has recently made the move from home dweller to caveman. So why have you chosen to live in a cave?
Well, I think the main reason was value for money. Quietness. It's very quiet here. It's healthy. It's 3,500 feet up, so that's really the main reason. It's like going back 100 years in time. Some days you're just looking out the window and you see a couple of donkeys or mules walking by there with pannier bags on with stuff in it, and an old guy walking beside them. Other times you hear a lot of bells ringing and you think, well, it's Christmas. You look out and there's a herd of goats walking down there, down the road. It's very quaint and old-fashioned, and so are the people, but they're very friendly.
So what kind of maintenance do these caves require?
Well, the outside, they come once a year and they do all the paintwork and the graining and that on the outside, because that's in your local community rates for this area. That's once a year. Inside is my responsibility.
If you wanted to extend, do you know how easy it is to carve into the side of the rock?
It's not very hard rock, actually. It's not like granite or flint or anything like that. It's quite soft. You have to do it with an electric drill, obviously, an electric chisel. It would take too long by hand, but I've chipped a wee bit out here and there just to get things in, and it's not that difficult, really.
With people coming each week to buy up their own cave, this certainly seems to be a huge renovation success story, and there are definite benefits. Your cave is insulated in summer and winter. You can extend your cave without planning permission, and perhaps best of all, every cave is unique and individual. Yet despite these benefits, cave life has to be an acquired taste. And whether it's for you or for me,